Here is examples of using a Kanban and Scrum boards. This is with Trello, so I have 3 examples. This is the only example of just, sort of a static product roadmap. It's all the features. I guess you could list user stories too and have more verb type, tickets here. But on the left is the business goals, and then the rest of it are features. So pretty similar to your spreadsheet that has the business requirements and then user stories. This has your business requirements to remind you on what, for all these features, where the true kind of value is. And then in between those, we have different epics, which people will say like they're like kind of rubber bands or holders of many features. It's like a theme. So you have a content type features, and then social features, CRM like features, PHR features, etc. And then inside here you can have some of the requirements, but this is sort of a slowly evolving thing, or a board that doesn't change that much. So you define it, and then that's usually gives you like a directional place to look when you are putting together the features, but may not be needed for what you're doing. But I guess if you guys are trying to figure out what's important, and maybe you work better outside of a spreadsheet view, or works this Kanban or post-it note view, so give it it can come in handy. Let's say you've got past that and now you're working on the true sprints. This is a product or Scrum board for the startup, and it shows typically who owns the card. Sometimes when we transition cards, people get knocked off the card. But we try to put the acceptance criteria in the ticket. So as a visitor, I can view blog posts. As a patient, I can do this. And then I go test and click off the check boxes when the card has passed my testing. And we started to add some of our business to-dos in here as well. But it's the majority is just product development to-dos with the acceptance criteria. And then on the leftmost column, there's usually like a reference or some other columns besides the true tickets that are in progress or the tickets that were completed. So here's one more example. This is another Scrum board like this Scrum board. So this is a kind of Kanban feature board. This is more of a Scrum board. This is more of a Scrum board, sort of, or sprint board. Doesn't really matter what you call it. But this shows what we completed, what was done, and then stuff transitioning between sprints. We even had a bug list here, so it was easy to add stuff and move stuff around. And then we put our backlog here instead of having it in like a separate doc. We had it all here. And we still have a backlog in line on this board. Yeah, it's pretty much the same format. You got references, backlog, something else, and then in progress, done. Plan, in progress, done.